We want to go back to Savannah Levins, who's at North Lake Mall in DeKalb, as you've been sort of our gauge to see what weather is like. Been about 45 minutes since we saw you last. How are things now?
Yeah, still a few raindrops coming down. It seems to kind of come and go as far as how heavy it is, but definitely you can feel those temperatures dipping. I've been all over Metro Atlanta today, and really the vibe today has just been prepare, prepare, prepare. Starting at midnight, GDOT crews were out on 18,000 miles of Georgia roads from the Metro northwards up to South Carolina, up to Tennessee, treating those roads with brine, that mixture, that preset mixture. And then starting at 6 o'clock tonight, so just a couple hours ago, they launched 300 plows that are going in now with that heavy duty salt to make sure that those major roads, those highways, don't ice over. They've also kind of been on some back roads that are high priority, for instance, ones that go to hospitals, to fire departments, to police stations. But here at the mall, and really at many locations all across the city, you've got this picture right here. Lots of these tree and power line crews just standing by, ready to go. You see a lot of these folks kind of standing out here debriefing with each other. I spoke with a couple of these crew members earlier. They said they have been sleeping all day and they are ready for overnight assistance. They're just kind of waiting on the call. I haven't seen too many deployed yet. Maybe one or two took off from here, but more are gathering. And you can see they are definitely ready to do that. I have this little handy dandy temperature check too, this thermometer. Last time I checked with you guys, I think it was about 40 something degrees the surface temps were. And I'm checking again. It's looking like it's about that same temperature now. So about equivalent to what it is outside is what these surface temperatures are looking like. Obviously, as the temperatures drop, we're expecting those surface temperatures to drop as well, and that's when we're really going to start seeing concerns. We know this ice event is very likely to bring down trees. At the GEMA emergency management presser earlier at 11 today, we heard actually from some environmental experts who talked about the arborist side of things and how Georgia's beautiful trees are simply not made for a once-in-a-decade ice event like this. And so they say they have no doubt that trees are going to come down, but that's why we have these crews here. And these are not just Georgia crews, by the way. I think I've counted maybe 4 or 5 different companies, and they're from not only all over Georgia, but we've called some up from Florida as well, since Florida's not going to be in the path of this ice storm. So definitely a lot of cross-coordination, a lot of planning, and a lot of folks ready to go here tonight.
We're so lucky to live in a place with beautiful trees, but it also adds a really big challenge at this point. You know, Savannah, it was interesting that an interview we did just a little bit ago with GDOT saying that their GDOT crews will have chainsaws with them, knowing that some of what they're going to have to deal with are trees and limbs down. So I think that's on everybody's kind of top of mind at this point.
Yeah, chainsaw response team crews, I think they said it was. Sounds very intense. But yeah, I mean, they have tons of those folks just ready to deploy and start cutting those trees out of roads, off power lines, things like that. You know, they did bring up, and I think it's important to note, that as many people as we have standing by ready to respond, they will pull back these crews if the conditions warrant it. For instance, they're saying that the wind gusts could get pretty bad overnight into tomorrow, and they're not going to make their crews work in that because it could be so dangerous. So yes, even though there are crews working around the clock and stationed all across the city, really all over Georgia, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be working every second. They even admitted this morning and this afternoon that that could cause some delays in things like power restoration. So everyone watching right now, you know, you just really need to be prepared and certainly be patient.
All right, Savannah Levins, thanks so much. Really appreciate that.